like to look at the celebrities to see what they're wearing, how they are wearing their makeup, the dresses, the brand of the dress, how they act, how they talk, how did they get to be in that position, okay? And I discovered that this doesn't make my life. It doesn't make a life. What makes my life is to learn from others, how can I cope with this life, how can I manage my life since I'm going to live it. I don't have a choice, I'm here now. So sometimes a person reaches a stage that they cannot go on anymore. So my question was how a person can keep on living the right way. So I started learning about my celebrities. Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, when he used to sit alone and try to analyze and think about the world and who is his God, maybe it's the sun. These are the stories I'm reading. And he started questioning about God, about the existence, about the whole life. And by these thoughts and by being separated and meditating and thinking good thoughts and trying to reach the truth, he managed to charge his body with all the good vibrations. So when he went back to his people, when they tried to burn him, the fire didn't burn him. This is amazing to me, since my studies are into metaphysics. For me, these things are really astonishing, and they deserve to be looked at and learn what is really going on, you know? How come the fire didn't burn him? I believe these stories because they have been said in my favorite book, the Quran. I believe every word in the book. So because of the attachment, the solution is to detach himself from his sons, and so to treat his attachment he was ordered to leave his son, his first son, with his wife in the middle of nowhere in Mecca. And that's why when the miracle happened and there was Zamzam water, which is enough for the whole world, sometimes in life a person needs to surrender, and this is what Ibrahim did. He surrendered and he followed and he listened to orders. Sometimes in life a person needs to surrender. When do you surrender and how do you do that? When you feel that you did whatever it takes because you are responsible, and you feel that you need to, nothing is working, so you stop, you relax, you be calm, and you trust the process. You trust the Creator and you trust the process, and you go with the flow. Now, surrendering is for the person's good, because when you surrender, it is exactly like this. You're leaving it up to God and you're just following, going with the flow. So it gives a break to the mind, it makes you more relaxed, and it's kind of treatment to the body and the brain and the whole psychology. It's an amazing way of detaching from something or someone. My other celebrity is Joseph alayhi salam, and his father. He was a leader in his tribe. His problem was that he loved Joseph more than the others, and this made, hard feelings within their brothers' hearts, and they tricked him to get rid of him. And they left him in the desert, for some people to get him later on and to sell him as a slave, and he was the son of a leader of a tribe, imagine. And then he had to work to support himself, and the wife of his landlord tried to, seduce him, but it didn't work with him, and he chose to be separated and being alone in jail to recharge himself from all that and to understand more and to have this charging from God, is to understand what is going on with his life and to be able to continue. He didn't commit suicide because of that. He was the one who chose to be in jail because he wanted to be separated, to understand, to comprehend, to analyze things. And then he was chosen because of his authenticity, because of his honesty. He was chosen to manage treasury within the place he was in Egypt. So after all this hard time he went through, in the end he was persistent to continue and to be on the right track. He didn't believe that by abusing people or by being aggressive or by doing the wrong, he will get to where he want to be. He chose to be on the right track because he knew within his heart that these kinds of vibrations will lead him to the good, will lead him to the position he wanted to be in. Another celebrity is Jesus. He was always walking with bare feet. With his nature, he knew that it is good for him to walk with bare feet. And scientifically, when you walk with bare feet on the ground takes out all the negative vibration within the body. So he knew this by nature. He used to eat seeds and leaves from the trees because this will lighten more his spirit instead of eating meat. When you eat meat, you become a bit more aggressive. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't eat meat. You can eat meat, but like once or twice a year. It's not like everyday thing. Preferably, it's better to eat the seeds and vegetables, fruits, so your soul will be lighter and you will understand more things. You will listen to different things. You will be more sensitive to things. Another celebrity is Virgin Mary. Imagine someone who was isolated and he was getting all the good from God, and she was really a very good person. All of a sudden she finds herself pregnant and she had to justify. Any woman in that position, she would want to justify what she did, but she didn't do anything, and she was ordered to keep silent, not defend herself, not talk about her experience, nothing. And she went with the flow. She surrendered and went with the flow. And then Jesus talked at that time. Miracles happen normally when a person keeps silent and when you get a bit isolated. Not for a long time, definitely, but for some time. With meditation, Prophet Muhammad, I love him. He was in that cave every year, like 30 days a year. He would stay there alone. He would forget completely about food and water and just stay there. There is a lizard over there, oh my God. Okay, I hate them. It's outside in the garden. He was staying there, meditating. If you can, I went to that cave and it is Amazing, amazing spot. It is not like in the top of the mountain. No, you have to go all the way around, and you go in it from here, not from here. So you can, when you go there, you can see the whole world because the mountain is at the back. From the front, there is nothing. So you see the sky and the stars and everything. That was something amazing to look at. And of course, definitely he will be charged with all the good vibrations because all of them, they felt that there is God, and by nature, normally a person would always question, because this is the base of the existence of a human being, is to question to whom I do belong, or what is there. This is by nature. You want to understand, you want to know. So that's why they meditate and they ask. And they find the answers to their questions. Not from anyone. It's from the Creator only. And imagine, after all this period of time, Virgin Mary, and after what she has been through, now, whenever you find someone talking about her in a good way, a very nice way, and she was, and that she's a blessing, how God made it up to her. So it is a celebrity that I love to think of, and I love to search about, to help me with my life. That I know, for example, that when you are persistent in being on the right track, in the end you will get what you want. This is how you get what you want. When you feel that you don't want anything else, you just want to be in peace, everything will come to you. Detachment. It is not by making yourself that you don't want this thing or you are detached. No. It is a feeling, because when your soul and your spirit is light, is enlightened, you don't want anything else. You don't want things in life. You just want to be in peace. And this is the real happiness. There is nothing wrong with loving things in life, and loving money, loving properties, loving cars. There's nothing wrong with that. But the attachment and the need of it, this is the bad thing about it. So for me, I learned a lot from those celebrities, and they added to my life in order to understand how can I cope with life, and how I can continue this life, since I don't have a choice in being in this life. I have a choice in ending my life, but I don't want that because I will lose everything. I have a chance now to live this life, so I choose to live it the right way by looking at those celebrities and learning from them and understanding what life is all about. It's about being in peace. It's about loving. It's about helping. And that there are so many other things beyond this wall that I cannot see with my own eye. But that doesn't mean that there is nothing behind it.